What's up, everybody? This is BG Gold Element Autoworks. Let me take this mask off. Okay, I'm going to give you an honest, realistic review and what to expect from the Silvers Neomax Coilovers on my 2003 Mercedes SL500. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to be honest and straight up with you. I love them. I love them. I know that the ABC suspension is the best thing that Mercedes has developed from the past, that has transitioned and continued to be advanced in today's modern world of suspension technology. I think the newer ABC suspensions are even better, and the ones that were on this car, the suspension that they had on these cars, the SL, the CL, and I think the S55, incredible. I'm not going to disrespect the ABC suspension. ABC, for those who don't know, is active body control. It's a hydraulic fluid suspension. Incredible suspension. I won't take anything away from it, except that it's a old suspension. This is a 2003, it's 2020. So that's a 17-year-old suspension. And for it to even have lasted as long as it lasted, this car, the suspension began to fail at 99,000 miles. So yeah, in 17 years, or I think that was maybe 16 years, that was last year, you know, it wasn't driven obviously that much, but at 100,000 miles approximately, the suspension lasted. It lasted all these years. I'm sure the previous owner did some maintenance to it, but I'm just here to tell you that it was time for that suspension to go. I began to put more money into it. The car is only worth so much. It's a classic, but we need to be honest. How much money are you going to put in a suspension that simply allows you to drive comfortably and allows all four wheels to react to imperfections in the road and keep the vehicle stable? How much money are you going to put into that? Because that will make or break you being able to drive your vehicle. So you got to be smart. All right. So for those who want to continue to dump thousands of dollars into the suspension on a car that's worth $10,000, that's fine. Me personally, I like to be able to just jump in this bad boy and go. Right. So anyways, Silvers Neomax adjustable coilovers. These coilovers are nice. I have experience with Strutmaster. I have experience with Yellow Speed Racing. And these Silvers Neomax are off the chain. It's a straight to the point design. It has the adjustable damping settings with the clicks across the top of it. You can adjust, of course, the ride height. The springs are very stiff. That you don't see in a lot of these coilover conversions. A lot of the springs are too soft. You know, if you read the reviews, you read the forums, a lot of people complain about that. The suspensions are too soft, the springs are too soft, so you have to have it on a hard damping setting. Well, not with these. They put very, very heavy coils, very heavy springs on here, and it's perfect for this car. This car is low, it's wide, it's heavy. They did an excellent choice. They made an excellent decision. And then you can also get, I forgot the name of the other springs, but there's another option. I can't think of it right now. But look it up, Silvers Neomax. They have another option to have an even stiffer suspension if you want that for, I guess for racing or whatever you want to do, depending on how you want your car set up. I have it right now kind of close to like the medium damping settings, slightly on the softer side, but it's incredible, man. This car holds very well on the road. I've gone, don't tell anybody, I've gone probably about 90 plus miles per hour. I just leave it at that. And it handles very well. I've had to dodge potholes. I do live in Cincinnati, Ohio. The highways are raggedy out here. They're always working on them. So I've had to dodge potholes on the highway. I've even hit a pothole. Thankfully, I didn't bend the rim, but I felt the impact. Honestly, with the ABC suspension, you still felt the road. It's just how much did the car lean? How quick did it recover? Sometimes I complain about how stiff it was with the ABC suspension. That also has something to do with the type of wheels that you have. I have 20-inch wheels, low profile tires, 30 series in the rear, 35 in the front. So it is a stiffer ride. But I'm here to tell you, this suspension, this Silvers Neomax conversion is very nice. I do not have sway bars on the front nor the rear, and it handles very well. Again, this is a very low profile vehicle. It's heavy. Mercedes suspensions are incredible. You know, without the coil, without the ABC active body control suspension, there's a lot that they put into these vehicles to make them handle the way they do and to make them as smooth and feel like a Mercedes. Okay, this is a Mercedes. You know, regarding that, some people say, well, you're putting like a Honda type of suspension onto a Mercedes. Nah. There's a lot of luxury cars, a lot of fast cars, a lot of track cars, a lot of high performance vehicles with coilovers. So don't feed me that, because if that's the case, every car on the road is raggedy that doesn't have an ABC suspension. Most cars on the road have a coilover suspension. All right, so that's bullcrap if anybody ever says that. Regardless, these cars handle very well with the aftermarket coilover conversion. They handle very well. These Mercedes are heavy cars. Like I said, they're wide, they're low. You put sway bars on there, it'll handle even better. I'm not shooting down the sway bars. I'm just telling you it's not necessary. Safety wise, you know, prove to me that one of these Mercedes is a hazard on the road to either the driver or other people on the road if I don't add sway bars to it. Prove it to me. And if you can't, then you're just talking. Somebody told you that or you read it somewhere, but prove it. These cars handle very well. I have no sway bars on my CL, nor do I have them on this SL. And I didn't have it on the there's an S55 that I had that had the Strutmaster conversion, no sway bars, and I've had two other CLs, no sway bars. So these cars handle very well. Very few of us are really tracking these cars. We just want to drive and enjoy the luxury and the performance and the handling, the comforts of these cars. And so I'm telling you now that the Silvers Neomax have my stamp of approval. All right, put a stamp on it. I love them. I love jumping in this car, dropping the top, cruising around, going fast, whatever you do. I love it. This car is great. Silvers Neomax is a compliment to the car, not a downgrade. All right, that's my opinion, my humble opinion. I'll talk to you all later. I gotta run this post. I'll put my mask back on. There we go. All right, COVID-19, my review on Silvers Neomax Coilovers. Y'all be safe, take care of yourself. I got things to do.